The first time Commander Rion heard the voice, he thought he was hallucinating. A whisper, barely audible over the static of the comm system. It was late. He was alone in the control dome of Outpost Vega 9, a scientific station on Europa, Jupiter's frozen moon. Earth Command had declared it a Class Z experimental facility, meaning one thing: classified alien research. The voice returned. "Please. Human. I'm freezing." He turned, pulse spiking. The outer surveillance feeds were blank. Europa's ice plains stretched endlessly in all directions, shimmering under Jupiter's looming shadow. "Who said that?" Rion barked, hands on the console. "Identify yourself." Only static. Then again, I need warmth. I need help." This time it was clearer. Feminine. Desperate. He tapped into the thermal scanners, sweeping the sector beyond the perimeter dome. A faint life sign pulsed near the northern quadrant, near the restricted crater, Zone 7, where the ice geysers were unpredictable and deadly. No one should have been there. "No way," Rion muttered. "That's a dead zone." He grabbed his heated suit, strapped on the respirator, and bolted out. Europa was death incarnate. The wind was soundless in the vacuum, but the cold had a presence, clawing through layers of insulation. As he trudged across the glittering expanse, he locked onto the signal. Faint. Fading. When he reached the source, his heart nearly stopped. A girl, humanoid, yet unmistakably alien, lay curled in the ice. Skin a soft violet, like twilight mist. Her long, silver hair was matted with frost. Her frame was too slender, too fragile for this place. She was shivering, lips blue, her eyes glazed. "Please, help me," she murmured. Rion didn't think. He lifted her, shielding her body with his own, and sprinted back across the tundra. Inside the medical bay, she lay under thermal blankets, skin slowly regaining color. Monitors beeped steadily. Rion watched, puzzled. She looked barely 20, but scans showed a dual helix structure far beyond human genetics, adaptive, reactive, ancient. "How did you survive out there?" he asked, once she awoke. She blinked, her irises glowing faintly. "My name is Aelira. I was imprisoned beneath the ice. Your excavation broke the seal." "Seal?" "Europa is not just a moon," she said, voice shaking. "It was once a prison world. My people, the Nairi, were trapped here after the Great Silence. We were sentenced for rebelling against the Celestial Accord." Rion frowned. "You're saying there are more of you?" "No," she whispered. "I am the last." Rion kept Aelira's presence hidden. If Earth Command found out, she'd be dissected, studied, erased. He told no one. Over days, she grew stronger, learning English rapidly, fascinated by human tech. She watched old Earth movies, curious about emotion, about love and fear. "Why do you help me?" she asked once, watching him calibrate her climate chamber. "Because you asked," he replied. "And because I couldn't leave you to die." Her gaze lingered on him. "You're different from the others." That night, she stood beside him on the observation deck, looking up at Jupiter's swirling clouds. "I've been alone so long," she said. "I forgot how warmth felt." Then Earth Command came. A frigate descended 3 days later, all black angles and harsh protocols. Commander Urek stepped out, a hard-faced man with a cybernetic eye. "We detected a foreign biosignature," he said, scanning the dome. "Anything you want to report?" Rion forced calm. "Probably interference from a geyser burst." Urek wasn't convinced. They began sweeping the outpost. Rion returned to Aelira in a panic. "They're scanning everything. I can't hide you here anymore." "I'll leave," she said softly. Better that than bring danger to you. But Rion grabbed her arm. No. I'll get you off this moon. There's a cargo shuttle launching in 18 hours. If we can bypass the AI lock. Her fingers brushed his cheek. You'd risk your life for me. He swallowed. I think I already have. The escape was chaos. Rion disabled the perimeter grid, sneaking her through the tunnels. But Eurex patrols were everywhere. The frigate's AI intercepted their biosigns. Unauthorized entities detected. Alerting Earth Command. Rion hacked the override, barely stalling the signal. Outside, Europa's ice cracked beneath their feet as geysers erupted in the distance. Aelira winced. They're waking up, she said. Who? The Warden engines, designed to keep us imprisoned. The seals breaking. Before Rion could respond, a burst of light ripped the sky open. One of the Warden constructs, a massive sentinel of ice and metal, rose from the glacier, ancient and humming with cold wrath. Eurex's team opened fire. It was useless. The construct sent a shockwave that knocked them flat. Rion turned to Aelira. Her body glowed, eyes shining with buried power. I can stop it, she said. But I'll need your help. The final battle unfolded in the shadow of Jupiter. Rion connected Aelira to the outpost's main reactor, channeling its energy into her. Her body lifted from the ground, cloaked in a nimbus of shimmering starlight. The Warden engine shrieked, an inhuman noise of metal rage. Aelira met it mid-air, hands glowing with Nairi power. They clashed in a blinding explosion of light and cold. Europa's crust cracked beneath them. Her vitals are spiking. Rion shouted into the console. She can't hold it. But Aelira's voice echoed in his mind. Trust me. She unleashed a final pulse of warmth, radiant, golden, searing. The Warden's core exploded. Fragments of the construct crashed into the ice like frozen meteors. Silence followed. Rion rushed to her collapsed body, heart in his throat. Aelira, he whispered. She opened her eyes. Weak, but alive. You did it, he said. No, she whispered. We did. Earth Command tried to cover it up. Eurek vanished. The Warden's wreckage was classified. The outpost was declared unstable and shut down. Rion was reassigned. But he never boarded the return shuttle. He stayed behind. With her. 3 years later. On a hidden dome beneath Europa's surface, warmth thrived. A garden, glowing under artificial sunlight. Aelira walked barefoot among the flowers, her violet skin radiant, her laugh echoing. Rion sat beside her, aged but content. They watched the small flamefly drones dance above the blossoms. You gave me life, she said. Not just survival. A future. He smiled. You asked for warmth. I gave you all I had. She touched his chest. You still do. Above them, the icy sky shimmered. No longer a prison, but a new world, blooming with the impossible.